Senator Tim Scott here. What do you think, Tim? You never got the presidential medal. Maybe someday. Maybe someday. You better believe it. And also, Adam, thank you very much. Adam is, as Tiger will tell you, one of the greatest players and one of the great modern players. And he had 32 wins worldwide and winning the Masters also. And he's something.
AP News, I'm Mike Hempen. President Trump's pick for FBI Director Kash Patel has been confirmed amid some uncertainty.
It's worth noting that Patel would inherit an FBI that's really been gripped by turmoil. There have been several senior executives who were ousted within the last month in the Trump administration. The Justice Department and the Trump administration has also demanded a list of thousands of agents who participated in the January 6th investigations to see if any personnel action is merited. There's a lot of angst inside the FBI about what kind of changes Patel might look to bring. He's talked about reducing the footprint. Patel has sought to assuage any of those concerns by saying he doesn't have an enemies list, he's not interested in retribution, and he's simply trying to push the FBI forward.
That's AP correspondent Eric Tucker. White House National Security Advisor Mike Waltz says there are tensions between Washington and Ukraine.
President Trump is obviously very frustrated right now with President Zelensky. The fact that that he hasn't come to the table, that he hasn't been willing to take this opportunity that we have offered. I think he eventually will get to that point, and I hope so very quickly.
Waltz is criticizing Ukrainian President Zelensky for rejecting a Trump proposal to co-invest in mining uranium natural resources as a way to refund the U.S. for billions of dollars in weapons and economic assistance. Kentucky Republicans are considering the race for the U.S. Senate seat being opened by Mitch McConnell's announcement he's retiring. McConnell is ending a decades-long tenure as a power broker who championed conservative causes. 6 New York prison workers have been indicted for second-degree murder in the beating death of an inmate who was handcuffed, while 4 others have been charged with lesser crimes. The beating of 43-year-old Robert Brooks by multiple officers in December was caught on body cameras. This is AP News. Baseball fans are set to get a glimpse of the future.
A computerized system that calls balls and strikes is being tested during Major League Baseball spring training exhibition games starting Thursday after 4 years of experiments in the minor leagues. Baseball Commissioner Rob Manfred is an advocate of the automated ball strike system, which could be used to aid MLB home plate umpires but not replace them as early as 2026. Starting in 2024, MLB focused testing on a challenge system in which the human umpire makes each original call. I'm Gethin Coolbaugh.
President Trump has called the U.S. hockey team to wish the players good luck ahead of their 4 nations face-off final against Canada this evening. USA Hockey posted a photo on social media showing General Manager Bill Guerin standing in the middle of a locker room holding up a phone. I'm Mike Hempen, AP News.
Good Good morning, everybody. It is Friday, baby. You survived the week. And now it's ready. It's ready for you to walk into the weekend. Have some fun. Relax. Enjoy. I hope you do. You earned it. You went through a whole week. And what are you waiting for on the weekend? Rain! Oh no, I know. We're definitely gonna get some rain coming our way. Good morning, everybody. It is Friday. We made it. We survived. Ish. We're almost there. We just got to get to that little bit of finish line, and all will be well. I want to say good morning to all you guys out there. Good morning, friends. Great to see you. Thanks for tuning in this morning and for being with us for another day while we talk about some crazy stuff. And we do indeed have some crazy stuff today. Are you ready for nuclear power? Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, I was not expecting it. If you put on political bingo on the table to see what we had, I was not expecting that that's something that was going to come up. Hey, I don't mind. I think it'd be kind of a cool idea until I start thinking about, I don't know. Are we the ones who should be handling nuclear power? It would be great. Is CUC ready for something like that? I don't know. I don't know. And I think I should just, I would love to hear what you guys think at some point today. We should put up a poll. Let's put up a poll. Hey, by the way, Luis, I see you on there. Tobat, you're on there. You guys are on there as commenters. Are you guys, or moderators, are you guys able to put a poll up on the setup? I don't know if you guys get this same link that I get. I want to try something. Hold on. Luisa, I'm going to send something your way and see if you're able to do it. Because I think it'd be pretty neat. Hold on, I'm going to send you this link and see if you're able to go in and make like a poll. Could you try that? Would you mind? I would love to see if you're able to do it. I don't know if this actually will work this way, but it would be cool if it did. Anyway, man, what a day. We got so many things happening this weekend. Did you know we have a batting cage that's opening up this weekend? Oh my gosh. Yes. I don't know. It's not going to be cheap, but it is going to be pretty cool. Man, I'm looking for it. Hold on. Wait. I don't know that I saved it. I know I followed it and I liked it. So I got to go ahead and find them again here. Marianas Batting Alley. That's it. And I'm going to put it up here on the screen so you guys can see it. They have their soft opening tomorrow. And I can't wait to go and check it out. They've got like real legit like pitching machines and everything in there. And apparently they've got everything you need. You go in there and you can pay by the hour. You can pay just by the pitches. But we're going to be there for their big grand opening, or soft opening, I should say, tomorrow. We want to be there for sure. And we want to check it out because, one, we want to support a cool local business that's opening up. And it's going to be popular. Again, not cheap, but popular. It should be awesome. Like, this is the kind of event where, like, I would love it if they had something where it's just cool to bring the kids down and stuff like that. And that might be it. But I used to remember, popping in wherever the coins were, maybe $1's worth or something like that. You get like 15 swings or however many pitches that you got. And then you just put more coins in over and over, however many you want to do. They've got it by half an hour. I don't know if I need a half an hour worth of actual hits, but man, 8. Either way, thing is, it's brand new. I'm looking at their baseballs that they got. They look pretty nice too. All like brand new stuff. And man, I wonder how long before those things get smacked up. I was thinking about those rubber coated baseballs that they used to use, and like the real batting machine smackers on there. Let's see if this works, by the way. Maybe broken or removed. Oh, no kidding. Hold on. I think I might know why. Because, sorry, Luisa, I'm seeing you here. Let's see. Are you on there? No, you know what? Because you're not a community manager. I need to make you a community manager. All right, well, I'll work on that. Thank you. We'll figure all that stuff out. Anyway, I'm looking forward to this, though. It's no matter how you look at it, no matter how you cut it or slice it, this is going to be a great thing for Saipan. I'm so excited for it. It's going to be happening tomorrow as the soft opening. And, man, just cannot wait. It should be a lot of fun. We'll see you during that opening tomorrow for sure, because we want to promote those guys and make it a real cool thing. But in the meantime, we got you started off at the top of the hour. We got you the Associated Press update, because that's what we do, hour. And we'll get you the next one when it comes up at 8 o'clock. Did you know you can get some free rice tomorrow? Calm down, people. It's not you in Seattle. You don't get free rice. It's not you over there in Saipan either. No, it's actually in Tinian. There's free rice in Tinian tomorrow, 8 o'clock at the Tinian Youth Center. You got to go ahead and just follow the cones. DPS will be there. Just follow the line because they're going to get you out there. It's at the Tinian Youth Center starting at 8 a.m. They're going to give you a free sack of rice, but there's only one sack of rice per vehicle. That's right. So when you get there, you're going to have to show up. They're going to take down your driver's license and your license plate number to make sure you don't get dubs on there. It's only one. But, hey, I mean, if you got 4 cars at your house and 4 licensed drivers, there you go. I mean, that could be 4 people, 4 sacks of rice. That's 200 pounds of rice. Not my nickname. At least not the one that I want. But that's going to be your thing tomorrow. So go out there tomorrow. If you want to find out more about it, you can reach out to the Office of Grants Management and State Clearinghouse over here in Saipan at 664-9994. But if you live in Tinian, might as well call the mayor's office. His number is 433-1800, 433-1800, 1802, or 1804. And that's how you can get rice, baby. Hey, I didn't do the one in Saipan, mainly because I think it was like people were sleeping out overnight just to get that sack of rice, and I did not want to wait in line hanging out overnight for a sack of rice. I mean, I like it. I like rice, clearly. But that was just not it. I think in Tinian, it's going to be a way better go at it. You're going to get a lot of people out there for sure. But I think the impact is going to be really big. I wonder how many people that they're going to get out. Like in Saipan, they said they had 2,000 sacks of rice, right? I don't know what they got for folks in Tinian. They didn't mention the number, but, I mean, it's going to be less, right? It's not going to be 2,000 sacks of rice. So, anyway, I wonder how that's getting funded. Like, I know it's a government-funded thing, but I wonder if it's through, like, some kind of a grant or something, or they're just like, let's give everybody a sack of rice. I do not know the answer to that question. It might be worth finding out. All right. We have stuff that we're going to talk about today. Got updates on different things all around Saipan. We're going to talk about some of these federal things. Like right now, we're watching the White House has a press conference happening at the moment. We're not going to go to it right now, but let's see, where are they? Oh, no. Is it done? Oh, it was a brief one. Oh, yeah, I guess it's over now. It ended. It was only about 20 minutes long or something like that. That's it right there. That's the president was on during that time, but he was doing something for Black History Month. And I don't know what it is. We're going to have to go back and watch it. But we had it queued up because it was going to be on there. It was a reception for Black History Month. What was it about? Not sure. Who did he have on stage? Oh, here. Hold on. Where is it? Oh, there we go. We'll go back and we'll see if there's anything worth clipping out of it to put out there for you. And, well, look at all the cell phones. And look at all those bald heads. That's remarkable. Look at all those bald heads. And cell phones. And people recording video. And this is the shot that he wants. Is that Tiger Woods? Is he wearing a Presidential Medal of Freedom? Should we hear it? No, what I want to tell you. Let me put the phone right in front of my face. Hold on, let's see what we got here. Hold on.
Surrogate is when you walk around and go on television shows and they go try and beat you up, but he beat them up. They didn't have a chance against Tim Scott, Senator Tim Scott from South Carolina. And he's now the longest serving black United States senator in the history of our country. I don't know. That's pretty good. He's going to be around for a long time, right? He just got married. Congratulations on that, too. Beautiful, beautiful wife. Thanks as well to Congressman John James. Where's John James? Is he around? Hi, John. How are you? It's a star, young star. I knew that
All right, well,
5 years ago.
We'll come back to that. Tiger.
And I'm really proud to say that we now have more black Republicans serving in the U.S. House than at any time since 1870. That's a long time, 1870. So thank you very much. And Scott, you're going to be fantastic. I'll tell you, you're going to do a great job. As you know,
It's an odd camera angle.
Americans are going to be celebrating something very important coming up, our 250th anniversary, our nation's founding. And when we do, we're going to look forward to honoring the contributions of countless black Americans who fought to win and protect and expand American freedom from the very, very beginning. And some of my good friends are here today, and I appreciate you being. I'm not going to call out your names because Tiger will get very bored. He'll say, this is a little boring. This is a little boring if we do that. But I want to thank you all for being here. You are our friends, and we appreciate this. And you, McGee, you are my friend. The last administration tried to reduce all of American history to a single year, 1619. But under our administration, we honor the indispensable role black Americans have always played in the immortal cause of another date, 1776. We like 1776. In the very first skirmish of the Revolutionary War at Lexington Green, an enslaved black man named Prince Estabrook, you know Prince Estabrook? Yeah. Answered history's call and fought as the Minutemen alongside the other patriots of the very small Massachusetts town. Couldn't protect itself, but they did a good job. Prince was wounded in the early morning battle, becoming not only the first African-American soldier to fight in the Revolution, but among the very first Americans to spill their blood. One of the first in the nation to spill blood in that very, very tough time. Soon Estabrook joined the Continental Army and ultimately won his own freedom along with that of his fellow Americans. His legacy will endure, and we're very proud to honor him today. It's a very important day in our country, and we honor him. First person to spill blood happened to be Tim Estabrook. Today, I'm pleased to announce that we will be including the statue of Prince Estabrook in our new National Garden of American Heroes. We're going to be doing a garden of American heroes. And now that I think of it, I must tell you, sadly, most of them, I guess all of them are not with us any longer. I was going to put Tiger in the garden, but maybe you don't want to be there. I maybe should wait a little bit, huh? Like about 50, I think I'm going to wait about 50 years, all right? But Tiger's going to make it, okay? But I'm a little afraid to tell him yes, because he'd be the only one that's living. I don't know, Tiger. Tiger's rejecting that offer, right? Under the executive order I signed last month, this new beautiful outdoor statue park. It's going to be a statue park. It's going to be unbelievable. We're picking the final sites now. It's between various states that want it very badly. We'll honor hundreds of our greatest Americans to ever live, including countless black Americans, icons. The garden will predominantly feature incredible women like Harriet Tubman, Rosa Parks, Billie Holiday, Aretha Franklin, and Coretta Scott King. And I will showcase it will be something very extraordinary. It's going to be producing, we're going to produce some of the most beautiful works of art in the form of a statue from men like Frederick Douglass, Booker T. Washington, Jackie Robinson, what a great athlete that was. Martin Luther King Jr., Muhammad Ali. He was not a bad athlete. What do you think, Muhammad? Not too bad. And the late Kobe Bryant. People love Kobe Bryant. And we're going to save Tiger Woods for another time. That's all that I can. I'm sorry. During Black History Month, we pay tribute to these heroes and to so many others, but not simply because they're black heroes, but also because they are truly American heroes who inspire all of us, very much so. The theme of this year's celebration is African Americans and labor, and we want to thank all of the black workers, construction workers, and every other worker. They do a job like nobody can do, and we want to just thank them very much for their contribution. Tim, the contribution you've made, Tim, is incredible. Opportunity Zone, so many people, so many. He's the father of Opportunity Zone. I'm just the son. He's the father, because he came into the White House, the Oval Office, with this idea, and it's probably the #1 economic development project ever in our country, and I want to give Senator Tim Scott the credit for it. Good job, Tim. Of course, millions of blacks were first brought here in slavery, and they were kept in that evil condition for really generations. But because of the steadfast faith and courage of so many patriots of all colors, we abolished that horrific institution, expanded civil rights, and advanced America's destiny as one nation under God, with liberty and justice for all. Just a few months ago, the people in this room and millions of other black Americans played their own part in the American story when you went to the voting booths and restored a nice, good, solid government. And there's a guy that really helped. There's a man that really helped. You really are great. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I don't forget. I'm proud to say that we received, listen to this, more votes from black Americans than any Republican president ever. Not even close. Almost 40% of the vote. Now, I won't be happy the next time. Should I run again? You tell me. There's your controversy right there. There's your controversy. Thank you. You'll be seeing that on you're gonna see that tonight, Tim, on television. I want to thank just a few of the people who are with us today, and these are great friends of ours. Alveda King. Alveda, where are you, Alveda? Hi, Alveda. Thank you. You've been with me from day one, and I appreciate it. I won't forget it. She's a fantastic woman. Alice Johnson. Where's Alice? Boy, are you incredible. I watched you on last night on television. You were so good. You know, Alice was in prison for doing something that today probably wouldn't even be prosecuted. She spent 22 years in prison, 22 years. She had another 22 years left. Can you believe it? And I pardoned her, and it was one of the best pardons. One of the best pardons. You know what she was on? She happened to be on the wrong telephone line. Is that true? She was on a telephone call. And I'm not saying it was perfect, but it wasn't worth 40 or 50 years, Alice. And you've been an inspiration to people. And we're going to be listening to your recommendation on pardons. You're going to go over, and she's going to be my pardon czar, okay? And you're going to find people just like you that should not have happened. It should not have happened. So you're going to look and you're going to make recommendations, and I'll follow those recommendations, okay, for pardons, all right? Thank you very much. A man who's just incredible. This guy, I watched him when he was a Democrat, and then one day he had to change because he couldn't take it any longer. And did anyone ever hear of a man named Leo 2.0 Terrell? Where are you? Get up here. Get up here. I love this guy. You know what he's doing now? He's with the Department of Justice. He's in charge of civil rights and lots of other great things. He's going to be working with Pam. It's okay. Could he come up, please? Come on, Leo. Get up here. Leo 2.0. This guy is great. Hello, man. Thank you. Congratulations. Huh? You are the greatest. Thank you. Tiger, thank you.
I just want to say we are in the presence of the greatest president of all time. He is the greatest president in our lifetime. And I'll tell you right now, the Democratic Party should be worried because they took us for granted. No longer. We vote in our best interest. We want the same thing that every American wants. Good job. We want a secure border. We want to pay lower taxes, and Mr. President Donald Trump is doing that. Thank you, Mr. President.
He's a great guy. No, I watched him. He was a radical Democrat. He became a radical Republican, right? He's great. He's in the Department of Justice. Think of it, doing very important work at the highest level. Also, Sage Steele. Sage, where are you? Hello, Sage. Great job you do. You're doing great. Thank you very much, Sage, for being here. Michael, Harry O. Harris. Michael. Hi, Michael. Thank you very much, Michael. Deontay Johnson. Deontay. Thank you, Deontay. Lynn Patton, she's worked for me for a long time. Lynn, she's worked for us for a long time. Bob Woodson, where's Bob? And we're also joined by seven-time Mr. Olympia. Oh, I want to see this guy. Phil Heath, where's Phil? Phil Heath, I don't want to compare my muscles. Here he is. Thank you, Phil, very much. I appreciate it. Will you come up here for a second? Come on, get up. I got to say, come on, you. From day one, right? From day one, he's been here. Get up. You got to say just a word. Don't fall. If you fall, it's all over. Tiger, you're not allowed to fall. You know, you can make a great speech, but if you fall going up, that's no good. Come on.
Wow. Are you kidding me? Mr. President, it has been an honor of a lifetime to support you, to try to wake up as many people to the lies of the Democrat Party and the nonstop manipulation of the mainstream media. That's why I now have my show on Newsmax, so I can champion you. And I'm thankful that we've been able to champion him and get him across the finish lines for another amazing 4 years. And let me say, I know God has chose you. He anointed you for this position. He kept you alive so you could be here today. And we prayed for that. We prayed for you. We continue to pray for you. And we're thankful for your service and your sacrifice. Mr. President Donald J. Trump, honor. God bless you. Thank you.
From day one. I like those guys from day one. Tiger's been there from day one, too. Let me tell you, this guy is amazing. In 4 weeks, our new administration has achieved more than most administrations achieve in 4 years. We brought our country back. It's 4 weeks. Today is our 4th week. It's the end of the week. We are now starting our 5th, and I think we've done more in 4 weeks. Well, certainly than the last administration did in 4 years. They actually went negative. They actually went in the wrong direction. Together, we're going to be fighting long and hard for Black Americans and all Americans. We're going to be fighting for all Americans. We've secured our border, and we're stopping the invasion of our country. You know, our border right now is more secure than it's ever been. And we had the record. 4 years ago, we had the record. We had the lowest number in history, and now the numbers, Tim, are even lower than they were then. And we're honored. We're allowing people to come in from all over the world, from prisons and jails, mental institutions, insane asylums, gang members. They had drug dealers. They had everybody dropping in. And we had this ridiculous open border policy. They drop in. And I'll tell you, the people that were affected the most were Black people. You were affected the most in terms of the crime, in terms of the drugs and everything else. And we have the border shut down. We allow people to come in. We want people to come in, Tim, but we want them to come in legally. They're going to come through legally. So we're protecting American workers, including millions of Black workers, and we have a thing called reciprocal tariffs. If they charge us, we charge them. This is opening up. We just signed the bill, and we're going to take in billions and billions of dollars, and we're making our country very healthy again and very rich again. We want to be very rich again. We've been taken advantage by everybody, and you've been watching Doge, where we've Well, we found billions, tens of billions of dollars of fraud and waste and abuse, and that's just the beginning. And Elon Musk has done an amazing job, I have to tell you. Him and his super geniuses, you know, these are seriously high IQ people, and nobody's going to talk them out of anything. They go in and they're finding billions. I mean, literally tens of billions of dollars that we just started, and I think that's going to have a big, big impact, Brooke, right? So we want to just really say, and I have to say to you, I look at this turnout, I look at the love in the room. This is just love in the room. And I remember the first time I did this, my first administration, one of my first meetings, there wasn't this large a crowd, Tiger. We had about 5 people in the front. We had maybe five black people right in the front, right about there. I said, is anybody else coming? Is this it? Are we open? I don't even think Tim Scott, I know Turner wasn't there. I don't think Tim Scott was there either, I'm not sure. But that's all changed, and we got the highest vote, and one of the big reasons I'm president today is because of the black vote, and I always appreciate it. So this is a very special time. It's Black History Month. We love you all. We're going to work with you. We're going to make America greater than ever before. We're going to do it together. And I want to thank you all for being here. It's an incredible honor. And to my great golfing friends, I want to thank them in particular because they really are. They make a lot of money. They don't have to be up here with me. Tiger doesn't have to be here. Adam doesn't have to. They don't need this. But they love you and they love our country. Thank you all very much. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so that's the president wrapping up with everybody for his, I was called a press conference. What did they called it a reception honoring Black History Month. That happened at the top of our show. It was a live broadcast. It started when we started the show, so it was when we aired it just now. It was a little bit late. That was it. But that's what was happening today, and it's interesting, you know. And I was thinking about it because I got a message like, why are you watching that guy? I'm like, hey, I'm just saying, like, when the president came on in the previous administration, you know, we brought it live when we got live addresses. So it's interesting to me to hear from the source. So that's it. Peeling says, give us stimulus for eggs, $27,000 each American. That's only going to get you a dozen eggs, Peeling. You need more money than that. That is not enough money for eggs. We need more. We need more than that. All right, guys. That's how we're getting started this morning. We got to look at everything that was happening. Let's go out and take a look outside, take a look at traffic real quick. Oh, my gosh, that is called overexposure. But what we will do, let's flip over to this and take a look at what the maps got for us right here. We'll do a real quick refresh to see what Google's got on the roads. And if you are in Aslito and making your way towards Shell Dandan, it is not a fun drive at all. The traffic is backed up all the way to Maddie's Barbecue on Chalmontier Martinez. That is not a fun way to go. I know that route very well. The only way around it, you got to get up earlier and beat the traffic. 100%, that's it. It gets a little bit better, and then it gets a little bit worse. If you're on the CMG trying to go in either way up there from the college to Shell Dandan, it's going to be slow in both directions. Again, that's just typical this time of day. Now, how about let's go to the people that believe that connections matter over there at the intersection. That matters because over there at IT&E, again, it is a little slow in every direction as well. If you're coming down from Middle Road or you're coming on the CMG, it is definitely slow. How about over there by the old AK? It's not too bad. I've seen much worse. I've had worse, just a flesh wound. It's not that bad, but it is slow for the people who are there trying to take a left or take a right. One day, maybe they'll get done with this thing. They said that it was going to be February or March. All right, so we'll give them one more month. If they're not done in 1 month, but I have my doubts. I definitely have some strong doubts. All right, let's keep going down Beach Road. Scrolling down out in front of us, it's a little bit slow, but not too bad. I can see over my shoulder that the traffic is moving just fine, but it's just a little bit slow going in either direction. Going down over by the high school, it definitely slows down, but where your real slowdowns are, out in front of the DPS and the courthouse, that is a slow go. If there's any place that you would think you would need a traffic light, I would think that would be it. But as it is now, it's not going very fast. No bueno. It's going to be slow all the way down. In fact, if you're trying to head north along Beach Road and you're in Susupi, you're going slowy because it is not going anywhere. And and if you're trying to go south from there too, it is also slow. Going through CK, we're trying to get all the way down to Chalampiao. Again, Chalampiao, I've seen much worse. It's not that bad out there. 746, and that's about the time when all the school buses have gone through there. It's just a matter of a little bit of construction. Guangdong Hardware intersection, not looking too bad. It's a little slow over there by Food Stamp, and it's usually somebody trying to make a left, trying to drop kids off of school, because 7:45 is that drop-off time over at Saipan International School, and it's that time. Oh, man, it's looking even worse. Getting from Maddie's Barbecue all the way to Shell Dandan. You might as well pop in the Maddie's Barbecue and get yourself your lunch on your way. How about in San Vicente side? If you are trying to get out to Issa Drive, it's a little bit slow as well. And the drop-off area over by San Vicente Elementary is slow as well. People trying to get in and out by Atkiza Drive, that is it. Scrolling around real quick along Issa Drive on the back road, not looking too bad. All the way around, even over there in Cagman, looks pretty good. So that's good. Sarah Market area, that's not too bad. And you're looking good all the way around. A little bit slow by the Navy Hill intersection, by the tennis courts. Not too bad. It's looking pretty good. Spoke too soon, guys. Over there by Route 308, by the museum, or sorry, actually Route 308, excuse me, by JG Water. It is slow for sure in every direction. And when you start heading southbound as well, because when you get over there by the CNMI museum, you got that one little bit of road that needs to be fixed right in front of Fishing Bay Street, and then it's just Moida all the way down. You're trying to get out by Pacific Medical Center. I don't know why everybody's trying to hang out over there. Maybe there's a school bus stop, but it's definitely slow. And also when you get to the Guala Rai intersection, that's just a little backup from traffic lights. So it's not too bad. I've seen much worse. I've seen much worse. Don't worry about it, guys. That's a good thing. Traffic's going to be moving along just fine today. All right, speaking of moving just fine, we're moving just fine, and we're going to move us into a real quick commercial break where we're going to give some love to our sponsors. I'll tell you what, we need them. So when you guys are out there, when we take these breaks and all that stuff, appreciate you guys sticking around and coming back. One of the things that we end up doing while we're able to do the show is you can't fast forward through the commercials when we're doing it live, right? So this is one way that we can get some love for them. By the way, there are all kinds of great deals out there, and that's one of the things that we like to do. And we like to do it for the people that we love the most, because they're the ones who are partners with us. And one of those folks is Paradise Dental Spa here in Saipan. They want to be your dental care provider. You know, it's the only real dental care provider that can be with you for your entire life, from your birth all the way till you say adios to this planet. You could have the same dentist the whole time. And if you're not happy with the one that you've got right now, why are you still there? Go to the people who really care and the people who really want you. Give them a call, 234-4040, 234-4040. You can even give them an email, paradisedentalsaipan@gmail.com or paradisedentalspa.com. All that stuff sounds great. What you really should do is go down there and meet them for yourself. They're in Guala Rai. They got that nice orange building with the nice sign. And if you think that's nice, wait till you go inside and get their smiles. Go down there and visit them today. Paradise Dental, they want to be your dental care provider.
Paradise Dental's giving you the gas. Well, not that kind of gas.
You already know that Paradise Dental has the most affordable coverage in the entire Marianas. And now we've got something special just for new customers. And now for a limited time, Paradise Dental is offering free gas vouchers for new signups for their coverage plan. If you sign up for a singles plan, you'll get a $10 gas voucher. If you sign up for a couples plan, that's a $15 gas voucher. And if you sign up for the whole family plan, that's a $20 gas voucher right after your first visit. So hurry down to Paradise Dental and sign up for the CNMI's most affordable dental coverage today. These gas vouchers are limited, and with smiles like these, you know they're gonna go fast.
Hey, I'm Coach Derek Cutting, the owner and founder of Laddie Built Fitness. So no matter who you talk to here at Laddie Built, everyone feels that they are part of a family, part of a group of like-minded people. No one feels judged. No one feels like they're being teased or picked on or looked down upon because maybe they don't know what they're doing. They could be brand new and have no idea what they're doing. They might be overweight or really skinny and feel very self-conscious about themselves. But at Laddie Built, nobody judges here. And if you ask anybody here that might be in better shape than you or even not, but has experience in the gym, they will gladly help you through a workout and teach you a few techniques that could help you. So Laddie Built organically from day one, since the boot camp era, has organically grown this fostered environment of community and being a safe place, but a strong work ethic community of people that want to get work done. All I can say is that I put my heart and soul into it from day one. I treated everyone like that at the boot camp from the very, very beginnings, and everyone at the same time would treat each other like that from the boot camp era as well. And as we grew, as we got into a brick and mortar facility, we got bigger and bigger. I feel like people definitely just take this place as a home, as like their brother and sisters are working out next to them, not their enemy or not their competitor, So organically, it's just the vibe here is different. Everyone feels very, very comfortable, and I love the fact that it happened like that.
On this Friday. That's right, it's February 21st. It's Friday. There's only 1 week left of the month of February. Holy cow, February. Where did you go? 2025, we are blowing through it like, oh man, like the joke I had. Look at him pull that joke back. Yes, he did. He absolutely did. But we are cruising through 2025. It's going faster than I thought. Man, with all the things that are happening and all the news that's popping all over the place, that is why I think it's going by. It's like, think of the worst job you ever had and think about how much faster it went by when you had a whole lot of like customers that were going in. Well, that's what's going on now, because with all the news stories that are flying by, we are like, I won't say distracted, but we are definitely unaware of how fast time is going by. We just saw that reception where they said, oh yes, we just saw that reception where the president's like, oh, this is only the fourth week. The fourth week, it's just 4 weeks already into it's just wild. Bruce says JJ Semin need a JJ Semin Friday ad. I mean, definitely, absolutely. I love that idea. Oh man, so I want to give a real quick thing. So I thought I was going to be able to condense this all into one video. Fun fact, no. Over the weekend, so every year I have a special tradition with my daughter. We call it the Daddy-Daughter Date, and where it's the day after Thanksgiving. That would be a good date too. But it's the day after Valentine's Day. And this year we did a day trip over to Tinian for a Pika Fest. And we shot so much footage. I thought I was going to be able to put together like a real quick like clip show like of it. And when I was still super early into it, I saw that the video is like 6 minutes. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to break this up into a whole bunch of little videos of Leilani and I in Tinian. And it's not like watching home movies. We put her to work, child labor. She was out there interviewing folks and everything. And I want to show you the first of those videos that we got today. Worked on it last night. And again, it's a little, there's so many of them that it's going to be a little while. I think I'm going to have to feature one like every day this week. So let's show you a little bit of what that is. Yes, Tamara, it is beautiful out here. And by the way, thanks for watching. All right, so here's the first one of these videos of us in Tinian. But this is reporter Leilani Rizala, hard at work.
Hello, this is Leilani Rizala reporting from Saipan. We're about to go to Tinian for the Pika Fest. Take a look around the Pika Fest grounds before things get crazy. So we're here with the mayor of Tinian, and what's your name?
Hi, my name is Edwin Odon. I'm the mayor of Tinian.
Okay, so can you tell us about the Pika Fest?
Yeah, half a day, Tiro. Buenas, Marianas. Welcome to the beautiful island of Tinian. Today, this weekend, from the 14th to the 15th, we're celebrating our annual Pika Fest. This is in a celebration of our renowned hot pepper that is all over our island, and people go and pick them in the boonies.
So, what's happening in the Pika Fest?
So, last night we officially opened the ceremony. It was ceremonial, and then we have cultural dancers, our Zumba dancers, and then performers, our bands, and a one-man band. We went all the way up to like 2 in the morning. Today, most of the events are the competitions. We have with us also our friends from Saipan, the 500 Sales, which they have always come down here and join us. And I shout out to them, thank them again for participating. But our annual Pika Festival, competitions are like, we have the Umang race, we have the burger eating contest, the hot burger eating contest, the Pika Doni eating contest, we have the hot estufao Pika contest. We also have with us, for the first time they're here, the cornhole competition.
That's great. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Good job. All right.
Oh, I love it. That last bit, the mayor was so great. I want to say thanks to Mayor Edwin Aldon over there in Tinian for being so great. We had such a great time while we were over there, and just everybody was outstanding and so nice. Again, big thanks to Star Marianas for getting us over there. Big thanks to Lot and all the folks over at JC Cafe gave us this monster platter of food to bring home that day too. It was so great, man. It was just so great the whole day. Oh, and the mayor's office, of course, on top of that, invited us to they had like an opening reception over there at the main, the little amphitheater over there for the Fiesta grounds. And so we got to eat for nothing. And it was great food too. Oh my gosh. And what's the first thing we went for? Lentillas. Oh my God, they were awesome. So there's so much more footage. Believe me, she did a lot more interviews. We got out on a boat. We got to see, we saw our buddy Trey over there with the snakes, met with the folks from 500 Sails, got to get into the ocean a little bit, into the water, and check out a bunch of the events. So we will show those. It'll be out. We'll show like one every day next week because that's how many of them we've got. So yeah, I love it. So that was our daddy-daughter date. So you're able to see a little piece of what we did for this year, and I love it. So I'll post these as individual posts as well. Hey, by the way, you guys are watching. We had a little win for our the world of digital broadcasting and digital media. And that is, we're doing something that you couldn't do before. Not that you couldn't do, that just wasn't done before. But remember, you know, if you look on the newspapers, like on the printed newspapers, you'll see like those RFPs and everything. Fun fact, they don't have to be only in the newspaper anymore. You can use, hey, newspaper's great, by the way. Still love you guys. But you can put them with us and check us out. You're going to get great exposure. And for the same price that you're getting for one RFP ad over there, you're able to get that whole week with us. That's right. You are getting a full week's worth of exposure with us on there. So you're going to love it. You're going to start seeing it with us starting next week. We're going to get the initial post that we're going to post that on the page. We're also going to post that on our Instagram. Once we get our website up, we'll post it on our website as well. But every day during the show, we're going to do a double duty for you, where we're going to put it on as a live read, where we'll announce it, but then we'll also broadcast it on the show like it's a regular commercial with the voiceover. So you're going to get all that per show for a whole week for the same cost as what you would be buying for just one day's quarter page, like that little knock ad, the black and white thing. So it's a lot of fun. Plus, if you want to, you can come in and talk about it too. You know, that's just a little value-added thing to do. So it's kind of exciting for us. We got our first ones, and so that's the start. You know, maybe this is going to be a good year for us, so I'm happy about it. There's an announcement. We told you yesterday, Palau Amateur Softball Association's league was going to start this weekend. It got pushed. It got pushed to the following weekend. So March 2nd is when that's going to kick off. There you go. Thank you, Louisa, for giving us a heads up. Really appreciate it. So keep that in mind. If you are working at a government agency and you got to put out a RFP, if you're doing that for your private business, you can too. But if you're working for a government agency and you've got an RFP and you want to get a lot of exposure, this is the way to do it. Advertise or put it up with us. Putting up an RFP for me, started taking bids now, 500. That's awesome. So that's it. So it's basically the same price that you're doing that. We're going to get them with us for all week. And we're going to actively promote it because that's what we get to do. I'm really excited about it. And call me, and I'll do it for you. You want me to dance? I'll dance. You want me to sing? I'll sing. You want me to stop singing? Don't worry. I'll stop singing. Hey, good morning, Arlene. Thanks for tuning in. Great to see you this morning. All right. Hey, it is 8:05, and while we were just telling you about our mini success that we just had, that we're really happy about, we got the latest news update that came in from the Associated Press. So we're going to get you that here at 8 o'clock. So here you go. Without further ado, here is the latest news from the U.S. and around the world.
I'm Mike Hempen. Mitch McConnell will end his storied Senate career after this term.
The longest-serving Senate party leader in American history says his career will end after this term.
Mr. President.
Senator from Kentucky.
Kentucky sent Mitch McConnell to the Senate 7 times.
I will not seek this honor an 8th time.
On his 83rd birthday, McConnell took the Senate floor to announce he'll serve out this term and retire, starting the epilogue in a storied legislative career. McConnell helped forge a conservative Supreme Court and led Republicans through tax cuts, impeachment trials, and other fights. But his power waned as Donald Trump took over the GOP, and McConnell's brand of Reagan conservatism and foreign policy, plus health problems, left him out of step. Sagar Magani, Washington.
The Senate has narrowly voted to confirm Kash Patel as director of the FBI. The 51-49 vote puts Patel atop the nation's premier federal law enforcement agency, despite doubts from Democrats about his qualifications and concerns he will go after President Trump's adversaries. A Senate committee has voted to advance Linda McMahon's nomination to serve as Education Secretary. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt had this to say when asked if President Trump is more interested in goals in tonight's four-nation face-off hockey final between the United States and Canada.
I think he's watching for the United States to win tonight. I know he talked to the USA hockey team this morning. He talked to the players after their morning practice around 10 o'clock. And I also spoke to some folks from that team after. They were jubilant over President Trump's comments to the team. I believe they're going to put out a video of that call. So he looks forward to watching the game tonight, and we look forward to the United States beating our soon-to-be 51st state, Canada.
This is AP News. G20 talks are being held for the first time in Africa, but they're being overshadowed by the absence of the U.S. Secretary of State.
Foreign ministers from G20 countries are right now meeting in Cape Town in the first major session of the group since South Africa took over the presidency. Officials from 19 of the world's major economies and the European Union arrived at the event to a traditional performance. Among the attendees is Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov, who earlier this week held landmark bilateral talks with the US over ending the war in Ukraine. One notable no-show is US Secretary of State Marco Rubio. He said he doesn't agree with the meeting's agenda and has accused South Africa of anti-Americanism. Top European diplomats are expected to reinforce their support for Ukraine during the two-day meeting. I'm Nayan Kim.
The Vatican says Pope Francis's overall clinical condition is improving slightly. I'm Mike Hempen, AP News.
Player number 14.
It's a great day to be up 3-0. I'll tell you that. It probably is not great to be down.
I'm Brad Rosala, and I'm the owner for Commonwealth Communications.
And I am Jojo Alipuzu. I am the owner of Island Image and Motion.
And this is our joint venture, Sideline Studios. This whole concept that we have of doing all these live stream productions and covering news and doing live shows and everything, it wouldn't happen if we didn't have a great partner like IT&E, someone who can handle the bandwidth and provide it and then get us what we need when we need it and then be a real partner for us for all the events, whether we're doing live sporting events, broadcasts. All of these things happen because of our partnership with IT&E.
With IT&E providing us with the fiber and point-to-point and even the MBRs, it's just a great piece of equipment to use when we're broadcasting our sports, our events, our performances, especially our cultural performances. And it's just great to share our culture here in the Marianas with the world. And IT&E has been there from the get-go.
The thing I like best about working with IT&E is how willing they are to come out and find a solution. Even for Liberation Day, we thought we had a pretty good solution for our live stream setup, and it turns out that we did not have the right setup that we thought we needed. That day, just before the parade, reached out to Paul and said, here's our situation. What do you think? He's like, we're gonna figure this out. While he's sitting there barbecuing, getting ready for the parade to start, he starts burning up the phone lines, calling everybody in IT&E, what can we do, what's the right solution? They left their families to do this stuff and get us the equipment that we needed to broadcast live. That's over and above. That's on a holiday. That's when he was out there spending time with his family.
That's why IT&E is just the best, just really in touch with the people and the community.
I recommend IT&E to everybody. Tell them the options are there, and you can choose whoever you want and then figure out what you think is the best. But when you're ready, when you're tired of having your calls disconnected or not having service, then you reach out to the guys from IT&E.
Paradise Dental's giving you the gas. Well, not that kind of gas.
You already know that Paradise Dental has the most affordable coverage in the entire Marianas. And now we've got something special just for new customers. And now for a limited time, Paradise Dental is offering free gas vouchers for new signups for their coverage plan. If you sign up for a singles plan, you'll get a $10 gas voucher. If you sign up for a couples plan, that's a $15 gas voucher. And if you sign up for the whole family plan, that's a $20 gas voucher right after your first visit. So hurry down to Paradise Dental and sign up for the Cinemized. All right, Marianas, welcome back. It is 8:11 in the morning, and holy cow, just kind of pop between in little transitions there. It happens. 8:11 in the morning, and it is a beautiful day out here in Saipan, but you're going to have an interesting bit of weather the next few days because we have a high surf advisory in effect all the way from this morning to tomorrow morning. It's going to be all the way until Sunday afternoon at 6 p.m. There's a high surf advisory and a rip current statement issued by the National Weather Service out there. So be careful if you're out there. Again, all east-facing exposures, danger zone. Danger zone! All right, it's 83 degrees outside right now, and the humidity is so nice. It's all the way down to 65%, so it's feeling a little bit cool. We're looking at some nice breezes today. Gusts as high as 26 miles per hour, but there's a 30% chance of rain. If you're looking out there on the road right now, you can see the scars of rain that have fallen us this morning. Basically means it's going to rain again probably at some point today, so be ready for that. Also, tonight, going to have some winds are going to pick up a little bit tonight as well. Tomorrow, we're looking at isolated showers. It's going to be partly sunny, which means mostly cloudy, essentially. I hear there's quite the fight in the weather community between partly cloudy and partly sunny, and mostly cloudy and partly sunny. Anyway, tonight low near 74. Tomorrow's going to be a high near 81, and it's going to be windy. Sunday is going to be a high near 82, and it's going to be windy. It keeps getting stronger as the weekend goes on. Again, looking at gusts as high as 30 miles per hour on Sunday. So if you're going out there on your beach day, bring something to weigh those tents down because they might just take off on their own. But it's going to be nice. If you like getting down to the beach on the weekends, well, then you are officially living here in Saipan, living your best life, because that is the best way to go. Anyway, guys, a lot of stuff going on today, and one of the things that we're excited about is this afternoon. That's right, Saipan Community School is going to be, and the Saipan Community Church, going to be joining the Saipan Mayor's Office, right? They're partnering with the Mayor's Office as part of the Adopt a Place program. So today they're going to be down at the Saipan Community School with the mayor doing a beach cleanup. It's part of their partnership that reflects their commitment to the stewardship, service, and keeping the island clean and beautiful for all. Aw, it's so nice. I do love it. So we'll be down there today to check them out and watch them. It's a beautiful beach over there, just down the road over here. If you're on your way to Laddie Built 24-Hour Fitness, you're going to pass it. It'll be on your right-hand side as you drive south. But it's a great place. It's one of the oldest churches in Saipan, certainly around the time of the military that got here about 80 years ago. That church has been around serving the community. And the people who run it are great folks. We know them, we love them, and we're going to be down there to support what they got going on today. And got to support our mayor. Man, I love our mayor. I was telling him, like, man, you got to be one of the best mayors that we had. Because you're out there and making so much, like, just happen. I mean, really, you got to tell me that. Tell me he's not just really out there as far as like getting stuff happening. I love seeing those trailers that are out there, not like the movie trailers, but like the trailer billboards that are out there, and he moves them around, or his staff moves them around. The whole stuff about like, hey, see something, say something. He's out there trying to promote a safer community. He's trying to say, hey, look, if you see some people doing creepy things,
call the police and turn them in and make your community safer because of it. All right. Hey, speaking of the mayor's office, the Liberation Day Committee operates through the mayor's office. You cannot do the liberation events without the mayor's office. You just can't do it. You can, and it'll be terrible, okay? There'll be no funding. There'll be no support. The mayor's office supports this a ton. And I know because I ended up doing it 2 years in a row, trying to organize that parade, which I had never done before. I had great support from the team from the Liberation Committee and the Saipan Mayor's Office. And so you could be a part of it this year, and you could win some money too. So if you submit your ideas for it by next week, Friday, by 4 p.m., you have a chance of winning $300. They're looking for someone to help with the Liberation theme and the logo for this year's 79th CNMI Liberation Day event. And you can be a part of it. You got to get in touch with your creative side and design the official theme and logo for this year's event. Here's what happens, though. If you do win, if you're selected, you're going to be featured in all official marketing materials for the 79th CNMI Liberation festivities. You're going to receive the public recognition. Maybe that'll get you on the dais, on the big reviewing stand at the parade. You're also going to win $300 in cash. So get your design and get your theme to the mayor's office no later than 4 p.m. on next Friday, February 28th at 4 p.m. If you want to find out more about that, give them a call at 234-6208, 234-6208, or send them an email, cnmiliberation670@gmail.com. That's cnmiliberation670@gmail.com. Wow, that's it's cool. I love that they're getting out there, trying to do it early, trying to get that event, and organizing that whole thing is an absolute beast. That the mayor's office does it, and that's one of the events for the mayor's office. It seems like it should be like all that load falls on the mayor's office, and they do a great job with it. But there's so much to it. You'd think that you'd want to get everybody involved to help out, and I'm sure they do communicate with everybody, but like, you'd almost think you could a better funding source to make sure that they're able to do it. I mean, they got the fireworks, they've got the prizes, they've got the performances, they've got the parade. Oh my God, the parade on its own is an animal. Like, trying to organize all the people who want to support the community and show off what they do. And to get them in line, get that organized. Oh man, I hats off to the mayor's office. Looking forward to it. So it's a big win for the community, seeing how much work they put into it, and you could be a part of it. So love the mayor's office, absolutely do. This one is funny. So we posted this as an individual story yesterday, and we mentioned it in the previews, but. In our little teaser this morning. But do you think that the CNMI is ready for nuclear power? You know, I do like the idea of it. The concept of nuclear power isn't terrible because it's supposed to be clean and all that stuff. The big highlight that we get are when those mishaps happen, right? Like that Fukushima Daiichi plant, right? That was like devastating. People still can't live over there, right? Of course, Chernobyl, right? That's the biggest one. And you kids, you have no idea what that is. That's from the 80s. I think it was 1986 was Chernobyl. But clean power that could sustain the CNMI, like, there's no joke when I say this. I'm not hyperbole. Like, I think a submarine, was it Stanley Torres, years and years and years ago, said something about like getting a submarine and hooking it up to our power grid and just letting that run our power grid. And it would work. I don't know. Let's find out. I don't know if it's, I don't want to go in on a presumption here. I don't know if we'll be able to find it. How many megawatts for a nuclear submarine? It's got to be megawatt numbers. Holy cow. Check this out. A typical nuclear submarine produces around 100 megawatts of thermal power. which translates to roughly 20 to 30 megawatts of electrical power, depending on the design and, and the bigger submarines, double it. Wow, that's awesome. You literally, oh man, reactor sizes, is this for the submarines? Oh my God. Reactor sizes up to 500 megawatts thermal, which is about 165 megawatts electrical in the larger submarines and surface ships. The French Rubis-class submarines have 48 megawatt reactor that needs no refueling for 30 years. That's literally the entirety of Saipan, with reserves in case something went out, which it wouldn't. Yeah. Yeah, I see it. They just need to put a nuclear plant in a building with shock absorbers and we'll be good. No, really, you don't have to worry about that. You just get a submarine. You don't have to worry about the earthquakes if there's a submarine. I don't know how you do it. No, I just don't. But if you could just plug it in, that would be like your little battery pack, your mobile charger for your phone. Yeah, that's what that would be. The concept of having that, I'd like it. Imagine what our CC. It's not like that the United States is just going to say, like, hey, you know what? We're going to give you an old Ohio-class submarine that it's only got about 15 years of power left in it. What do you think? Holy crap. Could you imagine? Oh, I don't even know how you would go about doing that. That would be something. That would be something. Okay, yeah, put it in the water. There you go. You could put it in the water. Yes, I love this idea. It's great. And I like the other part of the conversation. And I didn't see who made the comment. I don't remember who made the comment. They said, could you imagine our CUC running a nuclear reactor? No, I can't. At least not at first. But especially when we're listening to the executive director of CUC yesterday explain that in Rhoda, they overhauled one of their reactors. They overhauled one of their generators. And they were ready to put it online. And it started on fire. Not like a little one. Apparently, the way he mentioned it, it tore through and did some crazy amount of damage. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, how did this not get reported? How did they not put this out? That's a pretty significant event if you have a fire in your power plant. Jesus. Oh, it's okay. We're not going to talk about it. Yeah, so it says electric bill would be $30 a month if we go nuclear. That would be great, except for we got to pay for that, right? Unless we get gifted something. Right? If they just gift us, I mean, we still have to pay for it, the power plant itself, right? I do think that, like, if we ended up having, it says, okay, let's take a look at this. John Williams says, nuclear sounds good, but does the CNMI have the know-how to prevent the Chernobyl, Fukushima, catastrophe from happening? I don't even trust the local OSHA with my safety. Hey, speaking of local OSHA, I think OSHA is one of the things on the chopping block at the federal level. I know. So, but yeah, I love we just need to borrow Tony Stark's arc reactor. Yes, indeed we do. Can you imagine how cool it would be if we ended up getting the arc reactor? And isn't that Elon Musk? Isn't he like the new Tony Stark with like autism, or Asperger's? Like he's kind of there. He's like, Jarvis, we're going to go to Mars. I think my Elon Musk kind of started sounding like Lorne Michaels, so I gotta workshop that a little bit. Nuclear fusion breakthrough, I think, back in 2022. Aren't they looking for fission? I think they've got fusion. I don't know what's a fission fusion when it comes to nukes. I'm not really well versed in it. Hold on. Nuclear fission versus fusion. The process of fission consists of, what do we have? It says nuclear fission power plants have the disadvantage of generating unstable nuclei. Some of them are radioactive for millions of years. Fusion, on the other hand, does not create any long-lived radioactive nuclear waste. So that's what we're looking for is fusion. So I do remember that, Bruce. Yeah, I know that they did have a minor breakthrough with fusion for sure. Yeah, I remember I remember seeing something about it. Here is the International Atomic IAEA, International Atomic Energy Agency, and why is nuclear fusion not used to produce power? Well, it says fusion power offers the prospect of an almost inexhaustible source of energy for future generations, but it also presents so far unresolved engineering challenges. The fundamental challenge is to achieve a rate of heat emitted by fusion plasma that exceeds the rate of energy injected into the plasma. Yeah, of course. You can't do that. They're still looking for a perpetual energy machine. Some people say they have unlocked the secrets of that on the internet, and others people don't. People say you can run a car on water. A guy did it, and then he disappeared. Bum, bum, bum. Conspiracies? You tell me. Was it big oil? I don't know. Dude, I'm loving this stuff. I'm loving this stuff. I love the idea of us getting through this and getting something like that here. The idea of the, oh wait, 1 second. No. Let me see what this is. Ah, that's awesome. That is great. I love this. You guys are the best. You guys are absolutely the best. It says, why not go hydropower, says Ricky. Man, I'll tell you what, I would love that. And so, I did see that there's somebody who's doing that now, and they do, it's like a tidal. Like as it goes in and as it goes out, they are able to generate power from it and sustainable. But I think that's like, I want to say Netherlands, tidal power, who's doing it now. And now the only thing is that where is the place that you'd want to put it here? I don't know. I don't know where the ideal place is. But you're right, with all the currents that go through here, imagine doing something that could harness the power of the currents going between Saipan and Tinian. And we could be living pretty good. We don't have the know-how how to manage all that stuff yet, but tidal power in practice. All right, so it says the largest tidal power station in the world is the Siwa Lake Tidal Power Station in South Korea, which generates 254 megawatts of electricity. Holy catfish! A tidal barrage power station at La Rance, France, has been operating since the 60s with 240 megawatts of capacity. Typical output is half a terawatt hour per year. Wow. Just wow. Can you imagine? And that's it's a tidal, so it goes up and down. And if it's in France, I'm sure it goes all right. So no kidding. How practical is it? It says water is hundreds of times denser than air, which makes, this is just from the Pacific Northwest National Laboratory, which makes tidal energy more powerful than wind. It's more efficient than wind or solar energy due to relative density and produces no greenhouse gases or other waste, making it an attractive renewable energy source to pursue. So why isn't it happening? I don't know. Oh, man. Bruce says, for resettlement of the northern islands, definitely geothermal. I think that works for Pagan, but there's something about Pagan. I don't know what it is. Oh, maybe it's the vent that is always venting. Yeah, that is still a very active place over there. And I think it's cool. I love Pagan. I've been there twice. I've seen it. And, when you see how far that lava flow made it from the... So apparently, the way it was explained to me, Pagan is just one volcano. Well, no, there's one on each. No. Apparently, it's all the same thing, but it's got two vents, one on each side of the island. But it's all from the same like actual. I want to say caldera, but maybe I'm throwing around the wrong word. But the main volcano, but it's just got two vents that come out of it, and so it's always there and always going. And man, so the one on the far end, as it's, gosh, let me think of the shape of the island. The one at the north, as it's, or is that the south end? I think it's the south end of the island. Hold on, let me look. I gotta look. I gotta make sure. Is the south end the pointy end of the island? Pagan Island. Of course, that's gonna be like Pagan Island for the Wikipedia here. Let me just make sure. Okay, yeah. So the one at the where's that? That's the bay that we go in. So the one at the northern end is the one that's smoking all the time. And when you get in there, like when you see where those lava flows have gone, it's crazy. There's been multiple lava flows that have gone through there. And, I've got video of it that I could show you guys. Wow, how have I never done this with you guys before? Let me do that. While I got it, I can show you guys some video, but it's been a while since I've been there. The photos and videos that I have handy, photos, there we go, are from 2017. That's the last time I was there. So, okay, let's go down. Holy cow, 2017. And so you could see what it's really like in Pagan if you haven't already, but hold on, I just got to scroll up. There we go. I believe it was October. And I'm going to send, yeah, there we go. Here, let's go to the share screen for you. Yeah, so this is from the boat trip heading up there. Oh, man. Yeah, we took the Chamorro, which is the 90-foot long ocean-going tug. And it was a rough go. I was not feeling all that great when I was there. You see me rocking that big fat spondylus that I got. It's from this trip. All right, here we go. I don't know how long it's going to take. It is at 2 o'clock. We started at 8. And you see behind me, this barren area. It's all just cinder here in the shadow of Mount Pagan. It was a little windy. Oh, you can't see it. Sorry, guys. It's at 2 o'clock. We started at 8. And you see behind me, this barren area. It's all just cinder here in the shadow of Mount Pagan. All right, let's see if I can't show you a little bit more here. I got another video of the actual walking. And when you see those little black dots flying around, those are flies. Really windy. When you hear that crunch, that's the lava flow that we're walking on. There you can see where that's the peak where up. It's like a different planet. I'd show you some of those photos so it'll spare you from the wind. Yeah, just like a moonscape over there. That's all the stuff that erupted from Pagan. This is from 2017, these photos, when I was there. And I mean, look at that. Just absolutely incredible to go all the way. Now, I did not climb all the way up there. You see I'm walking with all those guys. That was part of a survey going around the island when I was doing stuff with the military. But, I mean, look at that. Am I able to zoom in? I don't think so. Oh, I can. Wow, look at that. Wow, Google Photos. Who knew? But I would love to actually get up there and check all that stuff out if we were to go back again. I know there's a lot of people who have gone up. In fact, people are up there this week. They left on Sunday. I don't know if they're still there today, but I know they went up there. And if you're going up there, it's worth staying for a few days because it takes you a full 20 plus hours to get there, depending on what boat you're on. And then another one coming back. So that's 2 days already. So however many days your trip's going to be, you got to factor that in. Let's see what other photos we got of the islands. It's just a beautiful place. I totally recommend it if you got the opportunity to go. To absolutely 100%, you hop on that boat and you go. You go and visit. Those are the photos from the kids when they said welcome home as I got back. But I think this is when we were leaving for the last time. Taking the smaller boat to get back onto the Chamorro. You've seen that boat around in Saipan a lot. You'll find that often at the Charlie dock. The Chamorro. Now, I'll show you another video real quick of what it was like at sea with that. Look at how beautiful that water is. Boy, I'll tell you. You see up there, that's up at the top where they actually steer the ship, right? Up at the bridge, where you got your pilot, if you will. And I remember the boat going up and down and sloshing all around trying to get up there. And these are guys who are really well practiced. Like, these guys know their stuff. They've been in rough seas and everything. They were hurling. They were just ralphing their way along the trip. Boom, boom, boom. Let me see. Do I want to show you something else first, or want to get to the journey? Let's see. Maybe this is it. Yeah, it is. It's not a luxury cruise. See the water sloshing over the back of the deck. See all that? It's a real deal working boat. No question about it. You're not sitting out there with a mimosa. Well, look at the seas, they're beautiful, darling. No, you are out there on a real legit work ship. And you see how it's going up and down, and it's not just up and down, it's kind of side to side, and the water just washes off. I can tell you that it takes a while to get used to that. Pack some Dramamine. And this boat took us 22 hours or 23 hours to get there, and 22 or 23 to get back. I can't remember which is which. That little boat right there is the one that we took back and forth to the island. They anchored out there in the bay. See how it's not just going up and down, how it's going side to side? It took about 3 hours or 4 hours before it finally hit me. And it happened there's a restroom inside the ship, and when I went to use it, I got bounced around in there, and there's no window, so I couldn't see where the next wave was coming from or anything, and that screwed me up for the whole rest of the trip. I was just miserable. So I ended up standing by this door wanting to throw up, but not being able to throw up. So at about 4 hours in, I'm like, did I make the right decision to make this trip? And then when we finally got there, look at that, just washing right over the deck. Isn't that wild? So then, again, when we got there, and we were walking around on the land, I still felt like I was going from side to side and everything, walking like a drunken pirate, even though I hadn't had a drop. It was just a wild experience. Anyway, it's 100% worth the experience of going up there. Let's see if there's anything else that you guys might find interesting. Again, this is from the hike where we walked all around the island. We didn't go to the southern peaks that you see off in the distance there, but this was from, again, surveying, taking a look at what roads are still left over there from the old Japanese times, going up into the observation points that the Japanese had mapped out and everything. Just wild stuff. Oh, man, this I could show you. Fishing. You do not have to be a good fisherman to be a good fisherman. Look at this. This is not from like a full day out there doing everything. This is just dropping stuff off of the side of the boat after we anchored. And you just catch these things. They just come right up to you. Here, let's go to some of these. That's a little shark that needed to get thrown back in because it went after the it went after the bait. Like, ooh, we got one. Oh, crap. Yeah, you got to throw that guy back in there, but it was worth checking out. Like, holy cow. All right. But the other fish, like all these fish, delicious and easy to catch.
What made you go for that bait? Yeah?
Yeah, fishing, night fishing right there at anchor. We used the bait of choice was shrimp. We got those frozen shrimp out of the store. Took them out, put them on a hook. Look, see, you don't even have to do anything. You just got to cast it in, and they go right for it. They are not used to having boats just hanging out there. Oh, geez. Not what I meant to do.
Hey, you caught one.
Oh, and that's what he caught on that one.
You actually caught one. Yeah. Holy shit, what's today? Man, I don't want to hear your mouth.
All right, so plenty of fish to catch over there. And this was a panoramic shot of the island after taking off. So from the south all the way up to the north. Oh, come on. And that's the bay right there that you settle into. This is a really cool place. It is magical if you get up to Pagan. If you get the opportunity, do not pass it up. Do not pass it up. It is, again, it's special. You'll find out for yourself. I can tell you about it, but it's definitely something that you can find out. You should find out for yourself. So, all right. So that's a little bit from down memory lane at Pagan. And that's all from your comment, Bruce, about geothermal energy for the resettlement of the Northern Islands. You know, there was a company here. I want to say it's called 4 Eyes. I don't know who the eyes are, but. And it wasn't making fun of a kid with glasses. Like 4, then letter I's. Like, ay. That's what they should call it. Instead of 4 eyes, they should just call it ay. But it was a drilling company here. I think they're a Russian group. And they were exploring geothermal possibilities here in Saipan. And this was more than like 10 years ago. And they found like an area where it's maybe kind of sort of possible, like in the Gualarai area, and the Gualarai creeping into Garapanish, but like on the Gualarai side, like maybe, but it was pretty deep, and it was only kinda, just not hot enough. So geothermal for up here, not so much, for down here, not so much, but up north, again, you would think for Pagan, it would be a no-brainer. But again, there's so much in Pagan of like, you know, what's really going on. That still an active volcano. How much you're really going to invest in like a geothermal power plant for there? I don't know. The whole idea of resettlement up there, I love the idea of the concept of it. But dude, living that close to like an active volcano, like you're on it. Like that little bay right there that we were talking about in the middle, like that's where like all of it is. It's just the one vent is off to the side. So, more power to you. I could definitely fall in love with the idea of living out there. But again, it's more of the idea. Actually being there is kind of tough. Imagine not having everything you need all the time, or being able to run to the store. Or let's go, even having a cold beer. There's cold, and then there's Poggin cold. Poggin cold is just not hot. That's it. And is that what you're going for when you do something like that? I don't know. It would be an adventure. I've only been up there, I think it was about 5 days. And it was a great 5 days. And I would love to stay longer. But living up there, that's an investment. That's an investment. Because I think once they drop you off, it's not like it's easy to just come back. It's not. All right. Oh, let's see what we got. Bum, bum, bum. You guys have been killing me in the comments in a good way. Hold on, just a moment. All right, guys. We're going to take a real quick break. When we come back, we're going to hit our local headlines up. There's some of the ones that we haven't hit yet. But I definitely want to show more about that that hearing yesterday, where they were talking about the nuclear stuff, and they did talk about. Here, let me do this. There we go. They did talk about that they have explored the idea of nuclear power, but again, but they said that it's just a little challenging. They said it's not really good for seismic areas, and you heard the executive director say, and I've had more earthquakes here than my whole time living in California. Like, all right, that might tell you something. And by the way, the other thing is, I didn't come back in the afternoon to cover it. I was just listening to it because I didn't want to necessarily stream it because the first part was just so dry. It was like some seriously dry stuff. Hold on, let's get to the nuclear part. Where was it? He's like, I want to know why it wasn't part of your presentation. Was that the afternoon session? I think that was the afternoon session. All right, well, I'll check that while you guys check out something from the Associated Press. Not the latest news update. This is Today in History. It's a regular daily feature that we've got. I got lost in the conversation with you guys. Here it is. So this is Today in History for February 21st.
February 21st, 1965.
To resort to any means necessary to bring about justice where the government can't give them justice.
Malcolm X, the former black Muslim leader, is shot to death during a speech in New York City. He was 39. 3 black Muslims are identified as his assassins and later convicted of the murder. 1972. President Richard Nixon begins the first visit by an American leader to communist China. His trip is a key step in warming relations between Washington and Beijing during the Cold War. 1988.
I have sinned against you, my Lord.
A tearful confession from televangelist Jimmy Swaggart, who says he's leaving the pulpit temporarily. Swaggart does not specify the sin, but his confession comes amid reports linking him to an admitted prostitute. And 1995.
It was a more difficult trip than I had anticipated, and I think perhaps more risky than I had anticipated.
Steve Fawcett becomes the first person to fly solo across the Pacific Ocean in a balloon, landing in Canada. Today in History, February 21st. Tim McGuire, The Associated Press.
For every generation, it has started with the call to serve. Discovering the purpose and the belonging earned with the title. Learning to dig deep and push through adversity together. Defending our nation and its people. It is a life of great worth and reward. But Marines are never really finished serving. Their commitment comes full circle, visible in communities across our country. This is Semper Fidelis, always faithful, always Marine, marking a path for the next generation.
Persistence to build, be the inspiration, they witness the proof. We do what we do by the rules in the book. Be a laddie where discipline and vision is built. We lead by example, persistence to build. Be the inspiration, they witness the proof. We do what we do by the rules in the book.
You owned your car for 4 years. You named it Brad. You loved Brad. And then you totaled him. You two had been through everything together. 2 boyfriends, 3 jobs. You're like, nothing can replace Brad. Then Liberty Mutual calls. And you break into your happy dance.
If you sign up for Better Car Replacement, we'll pay for a car that's a model year newer with 15,000 fewer miles than your old one. See car insurance in a whole new light. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
It is 8:52 in the morning. It's Friday, baby. Friday. I love it. I can't believe it. I'm ready. So let me give you a little bit of an idea of what we got going on today. We mentioned that we're going to be checking out the community partnership cleanup that's going on at Saipan Community School with Saipan Community Church at 2:30 today. Society Professional Journals meeting today with folks from DYS. And also, there's a meeting for PSS that's happening at 10 o'clock as well. And then just other stuff. You name it, we're going to be doing it today and this weekend. What else? We got a soccer game tonight. Oh, yeah, baby. The Men's Soccer League, the MSL2, as they call it, resumes. So I got soccer again now. Oh, my gosh. We got baseball playoffs are coming to an end next week also, but in the most exciting way possible, because it's the championships next week. That's going to be starting on Monday. The Pirates and the Brewers are going head to head in the finals. This is going to be a dang good game for game 1, and it's a best of 3 series that we'll be back for, covering it on Monday. Well, we'll be there for every game. We're going to do the play-by-play for every game. There's no maybe about that. How can't we? Like, how could we possibly miss it? Well, we can't. So we're going to be there for it, for both of them. These 2 teams are so good that it should go 3 games. And they should be close games. I don't forecast a blowout in any of these games. Is pitching good? Maybe it'll come down to pitching, because I know who the Pirates have. I know who the Brewers got. It should be. It's a classic game, Pirates and Brewers. This goes back like almost 20 years ago to the Saipan Baseball League. The Pirates and the Brewers being 2 of the best teams that were out there. So next Monday is going to be great. 8:54. I wanted to show this just a little bit because I only gave you guys a little bit of the clip, but I do have the main thing here. Hold on. Make sure I got it queued up for you at the right spot. Hold on.
I'm going to use RODA because your feasibility study kind of indicates.
It was earlier than this.
We should call Secretary Santos here, no?
Have enlisted with Economist Doc.
No, this is the afternoon session. I don't think it was there. Because that's got Yvonne Pangolina.
To be able to meet the goal by 2030, we have to proceed with that.
It's about the 20 megawatt solar design project.
No.
The IRP?
Hold on, just skip it and see if I can find it for you.
And just like technology, you know, as the years go.
To you see at this rate, and then once it's in this, when is we're gonna?
Yeah, I don't think
Yes,
this is.
there is a requirement.
It was this part.
To run their large generator.
There's still that
which
portion of
Still, yes, because
Yeah,
it
so
takes so long.
let me go back to it because that was definitely not it. I guess it was from the morning session and not the afternoon session. It was. I'll tell you what, though, it was a little bit of a snoozer.
Because we're not making that.
They looked more at microgrids and rooftop solar.
That was Manny Castro.
Information you get.
Yeah.
So maybe this is the time for CUC and the legislature to sit down and
Oh, I
amend
remember
this.
that.
I think it's something as simple as
Is the 700 million, if we were to get a line of credit, that would take legislation approval. So we would come back and ask you.
Like a.
Yeah, I don't think that was
and
it
then
either.
Had to settle.
So
Which uses energy.
I don't think I would be able to
This,
skip to it and find it as quickly as I had
shows the
hoped.
alternative,
So we're just gonna go away from that. And we kind of wrapped it up for today anyway. I think we pretty much hit that stuff, like the stuff we really want to knock out for all the topics, and I think that we also hit the nuclear head to death here. What is this? This is next week. What is this signing? It's a renaming ceremony of Chalan Windward Road. We just got this from the mayor's office. Oh, all right. Where is this road? In Talafofo? So renaming next week Chalan Windward Road in Talafofo to honor the namesake of our former distinguished governor, Honorable Juan Nekai Babauta. That's going to be next Thursday. How about that? Well, I want to say thanks to Jaden for sending that over from the mayor's office. We're just checking this out. That's the new big road that goes out there in the backside. No kidding. They're going to name it Governor Juan N. Babauta Boulevard. All right. Well, that's going to be next Thursday. That's pretty cool. Yeah, we're definitely got some things lined up for next week. We absolutely do. And I'll tell you about that when we come back next week. But that's what we got for you today. When is this race? Is that this weekend? Hold on 1 second. No, this is for the Saipan Marathon. We got the map, the full course map for the Saipan Marathon. We'll post that stuff up there later. Actually, I mean, we got it now, so I could just show it to you, which is pretty cool. Saipan Marathon map. Oh, geez, what's going on there? Just sit tight while I pull this up here. What's that? There we go. That is the map for the Saipan Marathon. Going to be the same route that we had last year. They're going to take off by the old Hyatt, the Marianas Beach Resort. You're going to run out to Middle Road. You're going to take a right, head all the way down by the old IT&E over there where they have zoning now and everything. And then you're going to turn around and head all the way back up north to Bonsai Cliff. You're going to run around the cemetery and run back. And then, are we still doing that Peace Park point? No, it looks like they're not. And they're going to take that all the way back down. Ooh, there is a little loop. There is a little loop around by the Peace Park. And then you finish. So that's it. Full marathon. Saipan Marathon. That's exciting. Next month. All right. So there we go. That's our wrap up for the show today. I want to say thanks to all you guys for tuning in. I am ready for the weekend. We already told you a little bit about what we've got going on for today. Going to be a busy day and a busy night. Looking forward to it. I want to say thanks to you guys for tuning in. Thanks to our sponsors for being part of the show. And thanks to you. Remember, you can do your RFPs on our show now. That's right. We start them next week. It's going to be our first round of them, and we're really excited about it. You're going to get a full week's worth of exposure and a full week's worth of run, plus all the replays when people watch it later and later and later. It's the best deal in town, guys. Best deal in town for the same price of doing just one day's run. Oh my gosh. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. It's awesome. I'm really excited about it. Yeah, you enjoy the Dr. Peepers. I'm definitely thinking about Sprito on my side, Louisa. All right, you guys, have a great day. I'm absolutely stoked that this is life. So take care. Again, we're open for your ideas all the time. If you've got them, send them our way. If you've got folks who have things going on, send them our way. That's how we're finding out. That's how we're doing our stuff tomorrow for that soft opening of the batting alley. So take care, guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. Have the best day of your week.
Good morning, Marianas. So many things we gotta discuss. Happy Tirawamian greetings to Rhoda, Guam, Saipan, and Tinian. For all your island news from a beautiful place with Pacific views. It's always so much fun. Good morning, Mariana.